programs that allowed local farmers to sell their produce to schools and food banks are now gone. USDA stopped $1 billion worth of funding impacting school meal programs and eventually child care centers. WALB News 10's Mackenzie Blaze spoke with Congressman Sanford Bishop and tells us how this funding will impact thousands of Georgia families and farmers.
Federal funding for the Local Food for Schools Cooperative Agreement Program and the Local Food Purchase Assistant Cooperative Agreement Program will no longer continue in 2025. These funds allow locally grown foods to be provided to students in lunch programs and provide small businesses and farmers with another stream of income.
The LFS program worked through the Georgia Department of Education to bring locally grown food to nearby schools for breakfast and lunch. The LFPA worked with the Georgia Department of Agriculture to support local farmers and bring nutritious food to underserved communities.
A child can learn a lot better if he or she is not hungry.
Since 2022, Georgia schools and food banks have greatly benefited from this federal funding. Colquitt County School Nutrition says, quote, "Purchasing local foods has significantly enriched our school community by providing fresher, healthier meal options for students. It has also fostered educational opportunities, teaching students about local agriculture, nutrition, and the importance of supporting local businesses." When asked about the budget cuts, Congressman Sanford Bishop said, quote, "It's incredibly unfortunate."
When you talk about $23 million in food going to food banks, and you talk about $7.5 million going to our local school districts, it's a great loss.
As food costs have risen within the last few years, more families are turning to food banks and other feeding organizations to help feed their families. Now, according to Bishop, these cuts will have an impact on 150 farmers and 80 school districts in the Peach State.
The school superintendent, Richard Woods, pointed out when we announced the program in 2022 that Georgia has the 5th largest school nutrition program. And this would be very, very, very beneficial and has been very beneficial to school children all across Georgia.
Congressman Bishop says that these funding cuts will create many challenges for the state legislature and for the state's Department of Education. He says that he hopes the state will be able to restore the funds or at least make ends meet. I'm Mackenzie Blaze with WALB, your hometown news source.